I change Värmland to Swedish. Maybe it's not a big deal for you, but for a Swedish person it looks odd, really odd. Oden, öde is also the same. Um, I also added some links to something called Bygdeband. So if we, here is Sundsvall on Alnö parish, or this is församling, it's the religious part, it's nearly the same. Öde is not in there, Öde is here, I learned. I did a search in hitta.se. We can do a search. I don't know why it's not in there. Here we have Sundsvall öde. So it's the main, I've been here last year. It's this area somehow. But I don't know why. Normally everything is on this Bygdeband. So it must be further up north here. Somewhere. But they don't tell. See if they have any pictures. No. This is folklore organizations doing this. What I also did, which is interesting in Sweden, is I used this archive digital. Is I looked up the father and added his death records. And I use mostly, where is it? It's up here. Or am I doing two things at the same time? Ooh. Ooh, ooh. You'll see what I did. I leave off. I think I started changing some things. I use mostly, as I said, archive digital, and I think you have excellent sources. Värmland. Oh, now everything is gone. Is that? No, that some are good. Good. Down. You are using Ancestry. It's good for some things. They have a good indexing, and so on. Archive Digital has, I think, much more. It's more focused on Sweden. You have to pay for it. It's a subscription service. What I also try to add is I add categories. We have started to use categories for parishes. And Njurunda is the name, I think you understand, because you have used it. Njurunda. And then we did something which I think maybe is good or not good. Is we used the county code to make it unique. Because in Sweden you have torp. And torp is torp. And then you have this one to make it unique. Maybe it's not brilliant, I don't know. But what we have then is that I added, starting adding, it's 2,500, so it will take time. For Njurunda, I also added some immigration stuff. Take it away if you don't like it. So now I clicked on the wrong. We go down here, and if we take Alnö, this is a page. And then you have the Wikipedia in Swedish is excellent. They have a picture of the church. Maybe they've been in this church and so on. What you do is you use Chrome, for example. You have translate to English. And then you can read a little bit. And they have also some links. Sometimes they have really good things. It's recommended. You also have a parish map. My understanding, you have done a lot of research. Parishes is the key thing. This is a map with all remainings. And they have kartinställningar which is set up, and then you have socken which is parish, and then you can see the parish border. So then you have Sjön here, Timrå up there, and Arnhem there. And the parish can be enormous small. And what they have here also, which is the remainings of all things. So here I think Öde, here is Öde. And if we take information and we take on this one, we can read that they are, this is old stuff, really old stuff. But sometimes you have the remains of houses and so on. So I have found, we can check on the other thing, which was landskap. Then we use Värmland. And then you had what was it? And he's called Göran, not Goran. Alnö, where did we have the old thing? Alnö. Here I added a picture. Barnumheden. Barnum. And it's not there. Kristianehamns landsförsamling. We do a free text search then. This was not a good example. This is a bad example. We can check at least. Ekshärad. Here it says Torplämning. That's remaining from a house. Arvid Jönsson Strandberg lived here 50 to 60 years. So that means that still are something there, and then you can zoom in. And they also have a setup for orthofoto, which is really good. Really good scan pictures. Why can't I? Oh, like that. So I have found some good sources on that, but that's not maybe useful for you. And what we have more is that we have a picture archive. If you're lucky, some person has uploaded for online a Lars Carlsson maybe. Johan Fridolf, unknown person. Fridolf Hummelgård, unknown family, unknown. Seems to be a famous person, is unknown. Oh, it's most unknown. But it's a lot of pictures. It's 836. Maybe we do like this. And Carlsson is spelled like that. Or as you has done it, like that. It's the son of Carl, patronymics. No, hit. But that's just one. But what I found now is, which is interesting, is we had your something as a death record, 83 years old. And then I went to Alnö. And from Alnö, I checked in estate and inventories. And that you have here. And then you have the year, and the year we are looking into is that one. And then they had a register. They don't have every time. And then I look for Heden, 1868. And that's Lars Carlsson. So it's 1868, 671. 1868, 671. So that's that book, and I have opened it up here. And that's the estate and inventory. So that's cool. So what you have here is you have 2 pages. At the end of the page you have the signature of Nils Nathan Carlsson, Sara something and Lars something. They didn't earn so much. It says year 1868, 22nd of July was this laga bouppteckning done after passed away former sexmannen. And I don't know what sexmannen is. It looks like doesn't. Sexmannen. Ah! It's someone who has... So the parish has a meeting, and then the sexmannen was a part of it, and he was responsible for that the churches and the priests and so on was done. And also, what do you say, övervaka, that you looked into the kyrktukten is punishment and so on, church discipline. Yeah, the woman, if she had a whorebarn, that's a whore children, a children which was not inside marriage, she should not be in the church until it was promised. So I add that. Well, 1878. On gave birth to. His brother passed away. Here passed away, and then his grandfather. Then I take the title, and I do a category for it, if it's okay. And then we say sex. And then I explain what it is. So you have sexman. Do it like that. So, passed away. So then you have the church book here. I normally, what I do, that is A122. I add also the ID of, we have a unique ID in Archive Digital. It's not necessary. But then I take to add the death record here. And what it says is number 7. I think it's an enkeman that he was with, that his wife that passed away before. 7 January 24, as we knew. And February, then he was buried 9. This man is that one. And then Enke. I don't understand what it says. Lars Carlsson. I think it's one S. Carlsson, no, it's two S. Från Heden. And Heden we have already here. I have the link where it is. "83 years old. 83 years, 9 months and 20 days old." That's the meaning of that. And then the death reason. No, this is Enka. Nothing. And no, nothing is on death reason. This is death reason column. But this priest, lungsoskapa, didn't do it. Maybe it was age. So that's the death record. And the interesting thing now is that I also found this estate in inventory. Yes. And that is that. So that says Ölme häradsrätt, which is the juridic unit. 28, 1865 to 70, image 340, page 671, and that's the page in the physical book. And then you have some here, and then you have this unique number for Archive Digital. And this is the book. This is the image, and this is the page. And this is some really cool. I can show you. We take for Alnö. Here it says what books are available. So then you go to the National Archive, and then for techning. So if we are lucky, they say English and have some English. Yes, finding aid. So then you have all the books here. And then you have the household records here. And they say, this is the available books. And they have scanned them, and Archive Digital has scanned them. So here you can also look on them. And then if we, yeah. And there's a lot of records you can see here. Enormous amount. What they say here is the church archive is 73 meter. This is just the church archive. And if we look for Alnö archive for Alnö, Art Society, Children Movie Club, and here is the Folklore Society. So they have 2 meter of things from the Folklore Society, but it's not scanned, I think. But it's available if you visit the archive. Good. Back to this. We can read what we found in this. So it says that he was died på Heden, who died the 24th of January, and after him he has the following: the son Carl Fredrik, Lars Adolf, and Nils Nathanael, and the daughters Maria Elisabeth, who was already died, married daughter Sofia Charlotta, and the already died Sara Lovisa. So 2 of the children was already died. Barn, don't understand. And then Nils, the son, Nils Nathanael, was the one who was telling what was available in the house, and his wife Sara Kajsa Larsdotter. So they have silver, then they had some money at least. 5 Swedish kronor. Pulpet, I don't understand. Väggur is a clock. a shrink in the corner. Chatul don't understand. To wave. What do you do when you do tissues and so on? Old stuff. 75 öre. Small table. Another table. To cook food. A candlelight. Candle. Axe. Caesar to be a tailor. A table for carpenting. Don't know. This is tools. And here is clothes worth 11. A fjäderdyna. I think something to sleep on. A mirror to shave. Pastilla and some books. Sad that they didn't say what books. So it was worth 50. And the cost for the funeral was more than the assets. So this is a little bit interesting. I don't do copies of this, but you have the link.